Hello, this is my video response for week 3, 3.2 video assignment submission. First, I'll be talking about how do clinical specialties in military differ from those in the civilian world. Several aspects. First being that the military clinical psychologist in a way is more proactive versus reactive as the civilian world counterpart. Most of the civilian world counterparts are in some sort of clinical setting and they're waiting for patients to come to them and be treated. Whereas in the military, the clinical psychologist has opportunity to be more proactive. They can facilitate healthcare and high risk behavior at the unit level, the organization level, such as suicide awareness, drug and alcohol dependency. Also, in respects to the military psychologist, he or she has more experience and a broader scope of working with and treating health risk behaviors, like as what I previously mentioned. Also, there is the issue of confidentiality, which in today's world plays a big part. The military psychology or psychologist is obligated in some instances to report their encounters with various clients to the client's leadership, whereas that's obviously not the case in the civilian world. The confidentiality between the civilian psychologist and their client takes precedence. But for military psychologists, they are officers within the military and they are sworn to uphold the needs of the unit, so that can conflict with the needs of the individual. Also, in terms of deployment, and another example of being more proactive in their care, they are proactive at the source of what may be causing some mental distress. Now, for the civilian world counterpart, they do, some do treat in post-disaster scenarios. So someone's been through a hurricane, say the Katrina incident, or a tornado, some form of natural disaster. Civilian psychologists do go there and offer treatment, but usually once the event has passed, the chances are very unlikely that they will be experienced again, whereas the military psychologist who is deployed may be treating for someone for a particular incident that occurred during the deployment, and there's a good chance that that person may experience that incident or a similar incident again. So, whereas, like I said, in the civilian world counterpart, the post-disaster, the event is already passed. On the second aspect, how can psychologists positively influence processes and programs related to operational psychology, leadership, and larger military organization? First, in operational capacity, they must ensure that the leadership understands the difference between operational capabilities and their clinical responsibilities. So just because you have as a leader, just because you had a clinical psychologist in your particular operating area does not necessarily mean that they can perform operational psychology requirements to facilitate mission success. In returns to leadership in a military organization, or military psychologists can, sorry, I lost track of my note. They can coordinate with leadership to facilitate training of military personnel regarding health risk behaviors and maintaining a level of presence at the organization which fosters rapport with soldiers in hopes that the soldiers seeking assistance when needed and not succumbing to negative stereotypes of, oh, well, this guy or this soldier is soft because they went to behavioral health, when if you have a presence of military psychologists at the organizational level, hopefully they've already established some rapport before there's really any actual treatment begun. So that is my video response, and you all have a blessed day. Bye.